if you're spending money on pay-per-click campaigns, then one of the most important things, as with any marketing campaign, that you need to be doing is to be measuring and tracking the amount of money that you're making from that particular form of marketing. And one of the best ways of doing that is using the tracking facilities available for you in RomanCart. And this is a screen here. This is a real store, which is why we've had to blur out the keywords, but it's showing some tracking information from this month and last month, and it's showing how much money they've made for each keyword. And it's really easy to set this up. Now, it's slightly cleverer than most tracking systems, because when someone clicks on your advert, on your pay-per-click advert, then they're allocated as a customer to that keyword. And then if they subsequently go on and purchase from you, even if they haven't clicked on the advert to get to your website at that point, the amount that they spend will be allocated back against the keyword that they originally clicked on. Now, that's really important, and it's something that you won't get with the pay-per-click tracking mechanisms provided by the pay-per-click companies, because of course they're kind of out of the loop at a later date. So it's really interesting to see these statistics, and you can very easily see whether your money is well spent. Now, when they spend money with you, when your customers spend money with you, for example, let's take this keyword here. You can see this is one customer has spent £70.49. Now, after you've been using RomanCart for a while, it will know your 1, 2 and 3 year average customer spend, and then it can map the amount they've spent on with you after clicking on a keyword against those average spends, so you can see your real return on investment over 1, 2 and 3 years. Say, for example, this customer here, they spent £70 with you. We can see that over 3 years, one customer on average spends £193 with you. So even if you make a loss on the original pay-per-click campaign, you may well find that when you map it out against their 3-year value to you as a customer, then you've made a profit. It can completely change the figures, which is why this information is so important. Now, more interestingly, this one up here, they've spent £1,151 with you. This is 6 customers, but normally 6 customers would be worth £868 over 1 year. So these statistics, you have to bear in mind what people are buying, and whether prices have gone up and down and that kind of thing as well. But it's really useful information that you really need to be looking at. So how do you set this up? Well, the first thing you want to do is click on the configure link on this page, and here you just want to set a basic URL, so it's perhaps the home page of your website there, and enter a security code there, just a random collection of letters and numbers. Don't put any spaces or symbols in there. And then the next thing you want to do is enter any specific URLs that you want to forward the customer to. Now, the best thing to do is when a customer clicks on a particular keyword or a particular advert, then they need to be forwarded to a particular page on your website. So if I click on managing forwarding URLs there, so you want to enter some codes and some URLs there. So I'll just put QWE123, and the URL there might be yourwebsite.com product1.htm. So say, and I'll just click on add URL. So say they click on an advert that mentions the details of whatever product 1 is in the keywords, then you want them to be forwarded to your actual page with details of that product on. So we've given that the code QWE123. Click on back, and then there's a link on there that says how to set this up. Really, you just want to have a read of this, because it explains how to set it up there. But essentially, on your pay-per-click systems such as Google AdWords, you want to find the bit that lets you enter a specific URL that the customer should be forwarded to when a keyword is clicked on, when a specific keyword is clicked on, and then you just replace the URL in there with essentially this here. And you change the keywords in there to your keywords, and the campaign name, you just make up a campaign name if you want to, enter your store ID, and then the security code that you mentioned that we set before on the configure screen. And then in fact, there's a better example down here, because this example down here also has the URL code. So in there you put QWE123, and then when the customer clicks on that particular advert from the keyword, then they'll be taken to that specific URL that you've set up there. So have a read of this page, and you'll see it's very clear what you need to do, and then you enter those URLs onto your pay-per-click campaign, and once you do that, the statistics will start building on this page, and it's really useful. So once you let it run for a month or so, and then you can go on there and you can see exactly how much money you're making on your pay-per-click campaigns, which is really invaluable marketing information. And you access this screen by clicking on the Marketing Track PPC Campaigns button on the menu at the top.